Hey everyone, it's Coach Amr from Anytime Fitness in Huntington Beach. We've got an awesome pull workout for you to do today. You'll be needing a couple different items. Those are a bed sheet, just like so, 2 grocery bags with preferably heavy items. I have a couple different books. If you have like any bags of rice or anything heavy like that, feel free to go ahead and do that. Everything today will be done from 10 to 15 repetitions or fatigue. There's 5 different exercises and we'll go ahead and complete this for about 3 rounds. Hope you enjoy this one and let me know what you think. So the next movement we're gonna do is going to be a grocery bag RDL. So what I pretty much did is I grabbed a few books and put them inside 2 separate grocery bags. If you have like pretty much rice or anything heavy like that, you can put it in there as well, but just pretty much anything that has any external load. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a wall behind me and stand a couple inches away from that wall. But then from this position, all I'm going to do is utilize the same cues as a dumbbell RDL, but from here I'm going to go ahead and slightly bend at the hips or hinge, push my butt towards that wall, let it touch that wall, and then come back up. There's not a lot of knee bend, a lot of hip bend right here, okay? Should be feeling it in the back of the leg, hamstring, glute primarily. And that is the grocery bag RDL. Complete this for about 10 to 15 repetitions. All right, so the next mover we're going to do is going to be a grocery bag bent over row. So we're gonna be utilizing the bags again and placing any heavy items you have inside the bags. Then from there, we're gonna be in a bent over position. So how that's gonna look is gonna be similar to that bottom position of the RDL. So my hips are bent over, knees slightly bent. Then from there, I want you to maintain that flat back. So imagine you've got a dowel on your back and suck on your back in between 3 places, the head, the upper back, as well as your lower back or tailbone. Then from here, all I want you to do is now row from this position. Go ahead and complete this for about 10 to 15 repetitions. The next movement we're gonna do is going to be a sheet row. So what I did is pretty much create a knot with the bed sheet just like so. And I'm gonna put this edge on the other side of the door, and then from there I'm going to go ahead and close that door. Now from this position, I'm going to go ahead and grab the end of the bed sheet and roll myself towards the door. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and extend back just like so, pull the shoulder blades down back, and then from here, I'm gonna roll myself towards the door, hold in the top position for a second, and then slowly go back down. We're gonna complete this exercise for about 10 to 15 repetitions. All right, so the next exercise we're gonna do is going to be a isometric row. So how we're going to set this up is we're going to use that sheet from the very first exercise, and we're going to use this as a little bit of a row as well as an isometric. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and come into a staggered stance, stepping onto that sheet just like so, grab an adequate amount of the sheet. Now from this position, all I want you to do is go ahead and row it as hard as you can, making sure that foot is press hard onto that sheet and squeeze your upper back down back together as hard as you possibly can. You're gonna go ahead and hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds or until fatigue. All right, so the next exercise we're gonna do is going to be a isometric row. So how we're gonna set this up is we're gonna use that sheet from the very first exercise, and we're gonna use this as a little bit of a row as well as an isometric. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and come into a staggered stance, stepping onto that sheet just like so, grab an adequate amount of the sheet. Now from this position, all I want you to do is go ahead and row it as hard as you can, making sure that foot is pressed hard onto that sheet and squeeze your upper back down back together as hard as you possibly can. You're going to go ahead and hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds or until fatigue.